John Nord. This is from PW Insider. Former WWF star John Nord, aka the Berserker, had pulled out of a series of upcoming appearances due to several health issues stemming from a knee replacement surgery. Joe Nord, John's son, told something in Minnesota that his father is facing the potential amputation of his leg.
His father?
Yeah, the son is saying this.
Oh, the son is saying about his father.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the meat of it is that he had a knee replacement. It became infected after surgery. The knee replacement surgery was redone, taken out, polished up, put back in. But by that time, the infection had spread, and apparently, if it's now in his bloodstream already, and if the infection continues to make ground in the next few weeks, they will likely have to remove the joint and potentially amputate his leg from above the knee.
Okay, he had a blood infection, sepsis.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he had, I think. Because I'm not an expert on it, but that's what I had when I was in the hospital. I had just heard of the word sepsis I never heard of the word before, like 2 years ago.
It's sepsis, by the way. S-I-S.
Sepsis?
Yeah.
I thought it had a T in it, sepsis.
No.
You calling me a liar?
A bad speller, maybe, but sepsis.
It is sepsis. But, and I found out that while I was in the hospital, they did a blood transfusion on me that I didn't even know about. And they just happened to bring it up in conversation like a day or two later. I said, "What did you say I had?" And they said, "Oh, we gave you a blood transfusion." I went, "Well, thanks for telling me," because I didn't even know. But what it was, I guess, in a blood transfusion, if there's any doctors out there, you can help me with this. Do they just take your blood out and clean it? Or they put new blood in?
No, I think they put new blood in.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So, but anyway, I didn't even know about it till they told me. Hell, they could have done anything. Hell, they could have give me a sex change operation while I was out. Hell, I didn't know. You know, when they knock you out, you're gone. You're completely gone. But anyway, the blood infections, and I feel sorry for John's father, because John, that's one crazy son of a bitch, one crazy bastard, and hilariously funny. I used to make trips with him. We would start laughing when we pulled out of the driveway of wherever, or the apartment complex, wherever we were. And we would laugh all the way going to the town, and we would laugh all the way going back. So making a trip with John wasn't like going to work. It was like going to a comedy club minus the alcohol. But funny as hell. And I hadn't talked to him in a long time. He would be a good guest on this show, wouldn't he?
He would be. I think at some point we actually talked about getting him on, and for whatever reason, I think we just stopped the idea of having guests. We are going to be having some guests, I think, in a few weeks' time. But we had a guest like every month at one point, and then we just found that it was just easy just to do the news, I guess. But yeah, you've said about John Nord more than once that he'd be a great guest, and so I'm led to believe he would be.
And you've heard of the infamous fight he had with Butch Reed.
Yes. Oh, yes, we talked about. So did you only hang about John Nord in Mid-South, or did you hang around?
No, that's the only place I was around him. Is in the Mid-South.
I'm just looking for something else.
I was never anywhere else where he was. I'd have been with him.
You know the funny thing is that my dad, so when I was getting my knee looked at, my dad came with me to an appointment, and he asked about knee surgery or knee replacement surgery. And the doctor told him, basically, it will cost like 20-something grand, and this is pounds, not dollars. So I think it'd be like £20,000, and there's only a 50% chance that it would actually make your problems go away, or, it would alleviate the issues. And the other 50%, it could stay the same or even get worse. So like knee replacement surgery really isn't the be-all and end-all of surgeries for knee issues, apparently.
I had it.
Oh, yeah?
And going along with your theory, which is not a theory, 2 months later, I stood up and I was stretching. This is 2 months after my surgery. And I I was stretching this way and stretching this way, and I was picking one leg up and stretching it out. But when I had it on my left leg, my left knee, so when I put my right leg up and I'm stretching out, I just fell straight down. And I found out later the femur, which is the biggest bone in the body, it goes from the knee to the hip, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I broke it in 2 places. That's a pretty hell of a break, a tremendous break to break that bone in 2 places.
So when you fell, do you think it was like the knee replacement leg giving way? Or was it just losing balance? So
I think it was, I don't know why I fell, because I wasn't off balance. I was holding on. And I just straight down. But the thing is this, I don't know why, it didn't hurt. And I'm thinking, shouldn't I be screaming or something? But it didn't hurt. I don't know why. And I can move it this way. I was checking it. I was laying flat on the ground, flat on the floor. And I moved it to the right. It moved. And I brought it back to the middle where I got it and ready to go again. I moved it to the left. I could pull my knee back up and then stretch it back out, but I couldn't lift it up. That's because it wasn't connected to nothing. So, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor says, well, have they told you you've broken your leg? I said, well, no, since you're the only doctor I've seen, wouldn't it be your job to tell me I've broken my leg? And they didn't even set it that day. They set it the next day. So he said it. And from that point on, my leg never really worked the same way at all. I was going to have an operation on it about 3 years ago during the pandemic. And the doctor told me that I was going to do the surgery. He says, I'm not really 100% sure on this surgery. Now, when the doctor says he's not 100% sure, that's a good reason to back off of it. And I backed off. And I still need the operation, but now the doctor scared me and I didn't get it. So if you see me around anywhere, people, at a signing, which I haven't done any signings in about a year and a half or so now, and I'm kind of limping around, now you know why.
John Nord, his son, has started a GoFundMe campaign to assist in his medical bills, and essentially he may need to get his leg lopped off if the infection continues. So, best wishes to John.